في حضوركم not only from New York but all over the country. It is my honor and my privilege, my brothers and sisters, to co-MC with my dear brother Yahya, who has been an incredible asset to our community as an organizer and a mobilizer. I want to welcome you all and say congratulations on this incredible historical moment that we as a community must be very proud of. Are you proud today? Are you proud today? Are you proud today? I can't hear you. Are you proud today? You sure as well should be proud today, because today is the Yemeni-American Heritage Pride Day. It is a day that we are coming out to celebrate our ethnic and cultural heritage. It is a day that we are celebrating the naming of a street of a beloved president of Yemen, to tell the world that little Yemen is already on the map, but now we have a street that is named after a Yemeni president. Are you proud today? Are you proud today? MashaAllah, I am very proud of you, and I am proud of this moment, and I am so honored that we are doing this incredible day today to celebrate you, to celebrate your Yemeni heritage, to celebrate your American heritage, because this is our home. This is our home, and we are going to continue building from institutions to mosques to organizations. We will build and we will prosper as a community, my brothers and sisters. I promise you that. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce our first speaker, our beloved president of the Yemeni-American Association, my dear brother Fath Alaya, رئيس الجالية اليمنية الأمريكية.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى: من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه، ومنهم من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه، فمنهم من قضى نحبه ومنهم من ينتظر وما بدلوا تبديلا. صدق الله العظيم. المهندس نشوان إبراهيم الحمدي، السفير عبد الرحمن الحمدي، المهندس إسماعيل نشوان الحمدي، سعادة السفير اليمني محمد الحضرمي بواشنطن، السفير اليمني في الأمم المتحدة عبد الله السعدي، سعادة القنصل علي عبادي، السفير السابق لدى جمهورية أفريقيا نجيب الجبوبي، الأخوة الحاضرون جميعا، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. في البداية يسعدني ويشرفني بالأصالة عن نفسي ونيابة عن زملائي في الجالية اليمنية الأمريكية أن أرحب بكم أجمل ترحيب، كلا باسمه وصفته، لحضوركم ومشاركتكم في إشهار وتسمية شوارع مقاطعة ليتل يمن البرونز بمدينة نيويورك باسم الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم محمد الحمدي، الذي يتزامن مع الذكرى 45 لاغتياله بعد 3 أعوام و4 أشهر ويومان من توليه حكم ما كان يسمى بالجمهورية العربية اليمنية. ومن هنا، من هذا المكان ومن ساحة مقاطعة البرنس بمدينة نيويورك، يجب أن نذكركم من باب الإنصاف والأمانة الإخلاقية بأن الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي لم يكن زعيما صنعته وسائل الإعلام والدعاية، بل كان قائدا وزعيما وطنيا رأت فيه جماهير الشعب اليمني بامتداد البلد من شرقها إلى غربها، مجددا لثورتها ورمزا لوحدتها وعنوانا لإدارة التحدي، ليدخل الشعب اليمني إلى عهد جديد اقترن اسم الرئيس الحمدي في ذاكرته بالازدهار وانتصار على الجوع والخوف والتسلط، كما أبهر بإدارته كثيرا من المتابعين والمهتمين على الساحتين الأقليمية والدولية، في حين اعتبرته معظم الدول نسيجا خاصا من الزعامات العربية الكفوة الذي لا يقبل المساومة. الأخوة والأخوات الحضور جميعا، كان الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي يرى في شعبه سر قوته وشرط أهداف رسالته بتفاعل تاريخي بين القمة والقاعدة، بحكم انتمائه وحضوره في كل أسرة وكل بيت من بيوت اليمن. وهذا الإحساس وحده الذي ارتقى به إلى مصاف الزعماء التاريخيين. لذا يجب علينا أن نسأل أنفسنا: فما الذي يمكن كتابته عن الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي؟ وللإجابة على هذا السؤال تؤكد البراهين التاريخية أن الخطة الخمسية للرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي أعادت الدورة الدموية إلى عروق ثورة 26 سبتمبر. لذا كان علينا لزاما في الجالية اليمنية الأمريكية في ولاية نيويورك الوفاء منا، وهو البدء بتقديم مشروع إلى إدارة المجلس البلدي في مقاطعة البرونز بمدينة نيويورك، يتضمن هذا المشروع تسمية إحدى شوارع المدينة باسم الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي، حيث استمرت الإجراءات الإدارية حتى تم التصويت النهائي على مشروع القرار، وذلك بتغيير اسم الشارع الواقع بين شارع كورغر وريهندل إلى اسم الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي. وهذا الإجراء فخرا واعتزازا على جبين كل يمني أمريكي من أبناء الجالية اليمنية، حيث يقطن في هذه المنطقة معظم الجالية اليمنية. الأخوة والأخوات، إنه لمن دواعي الخجل أن يكون أخواننا الصوماليين ويأتي من بعدهم الأمريكان أكثر تقديرا من الحكومة اليمنية التي تعاقبت على حكم اليمن للرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي، حيث أطلق الصوماليين على شارع في العاصمة مقديشو باسم الرئيس إبراهيم الحمدي، ويأتي الأمريكان بتغيير إحدى شوارع مقاطعة البرونز باسم الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي، الذين نقوم به اليوم بإشهاره رسميا. وعلى هذا العتاب لا يعني التجني على أحد، وإنما من باب ذاكرة قوية، ألا وهي حق التغيير في التاريخ وترسيخ التاريخ في الشعوب للأجيال القادمة. وفي الختام أتقدم بجزيل الشكر والامتنان لكل من حاضر وشارك في إشهار شارع الرئيس الراحل إبراهيم الحمدي، وباسمكم جميعا نتقدم بجزيل الشكر والتقدير لكل من سعى وعمل على إنجاح هذا المشروع الذي يعد مفخرة تاريخية وحضارية للجالية اليمنية الأمريكية تتعاقب عليها الأجيال القادمة من أبناء الجالية اليمنية. وأخص بالشكر الكابتن يحيى عبيد الذي كان له الدور الفعال من خلال إنجاح هذا المشروع وإخراجه إلى حيز التنفيذ. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
We cannot kick off an incredible celebration without making sure that we have one of our most distinguished elected officials who is here to celebrate with us, who's been with the Yemeni-American community, formerly a city councilwoman who visited Little Yemen even though it wasn't her district. In addition, an advocate in the city council, from police safety to education to healthcare to a variety of things. And now we are so proud to have her as our borough president, who is committed to making sure to be the voice of the people and the borough of the Bronx. It is my honor to invite up our borough president, Vanessa Gibson.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Happy Yemeni-American Day. Welcome to Little Yemen in the boogie down Bronx. If you are excited to be here, make some noise. If you are a proud Yemeni-American, make some noise. So we have come a long way, brothers and sisters, and I'm so grateful to be here. I will not stand before you long. I want to make sure all of my colleagues in government are recognized, because this is an important celebration. celebration of the incredible contributions of the Yemeni-American community. Being here in Little Yemen means so much for not just this community of Morris Park, but the entire borough of the Bronx. So I want to say to Dr. Debbie Al-Montasar, to the Yemeni-American Merchants Association, to the Alliance of Yemeni-American Businesses, to the Morris Park BID, to the Morris Park Community Association, to Community Board 11, to each and every one of you, thank you so much for being out here today. We celebrate you, we honor you, we recognize you for the great work you have been doing. The 2 years of this COVID pandemic has reminded us that life is precious. We must work together and live together and do great work together. All of you were out here in the trenches giving out PPE and food and reminding your brothers and sisters and your neighbors that all hope was not lost. You fed this community. You gave hope to this community. So make some noise for that. You made a difference. And as your Bronx Borough President, I remember being here last year as I was running for Borough President. And the Yemeni-American community, thank you for being a part of the process. Thank you for allowing me to be the first ever female and African-American Borough President in this great borough. It is an honor that I take with great pride because I know that we have much work to do. So as we celebrate all of you, first responders, I want to give a shout out to my brother from the NYPD, Deputy Inspector Jamil Altahiri. I know he's somewhere out here. Highest ranking Yemeni-American in the NYPD. That's what it's all about. We need to make sure that we have Yemeni-Americans in all spaces, not just the NYPD, but city agencies, in government, at City Hall, as first responders and essential workers and frontline staff. Business owners, entrepreneurs. So I want to say thank you. This is a great day of celebration, and I don't want to lose sight of that. So I want to say thank you to everyone. Happy Yemeni-American Day Parade. And I want to acknowledge my elected officials who are here. And want to start with our District Attorney, Darcel Clark. Give it up. First ever African-American female elected District Attorney in the great state of New York. Give it up for our Assembly Member, District 80, Assembly Member Natalia Fernandez. Our council member of this community, ladies and gentlemen, Council Member Marjorie Velasquez. Our neighboring council member of District 15, ladies and gentlemen, Council Member Oswald Feliz. Want to recognize our former council member, a great friend to the Yemeni community. Ladies and gentlemen, our friend, Mark Jonai. So I know we're going to do a street co-naming, and I want to take this moment because as the borough president, I get to declare days in the Bronx. So I want to declare this day, Sunday, June 26th, as Ibrahim Al-Hamdi Way Day. Yeah! We honor our former president. We honor his life. We celebrate his legacy and his labor of love and his great contributions to the Yemeni community, but to all communities. So thank you so much. Happy Yemeni-American Day Parade. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and my sisters.
Stuff. I'm just kidding. Okay, we have to continue the program, please. I'd like to invite up next is the Yemeni ambassador to the United States, Mohammed Al-Hadrami.
Thank you. شكرا جزيلا. الإخوة والأخوات الأعزاء هنا في نيويورك والذين جاءوا من ولايات أخرى and distinguished guests. أنا سعيد بوجودي بينكم اليوم وكلي فخر بأن أكون معكم اليوم في هذه الاحتفالية الكبيرة، كما أفتخر بأن أكون السفير اليمني هنا في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. الإخوة الأعزاء، نجتمع اليوم
وبما أن هناك ضيوف أجانب سأتكلم باللغة الإنجليزية. It gives me great pleasure to be with you here today for the naming and unveiling of the street of our late President Ibrahim al-Hamdi. It gives me great honor to see that Yemenis, wherever they go, as evident here, they come and they stick together and they cherish the memories of the past. Unfortunately, Yemen is going through a lot of trouble now. Yemen is now going through a time that is the darkest time in its contemporary history. And it's facing many challenges, unfortunately. Challenges that not only affect its economy, its infrastructures, affects its unity, but also the very fabric of its society. Challenges that threatens Yemen as one, as unity, as Yemeniness. But I see our community here, and it proves that Yemenis, wherever they go, they will cherish. Our late president, the one we're gathered here to pay tribute to, was a public figure in Yemen that actually really saved and united the hearts of Yemenis like no other could. And even though his time with us was not long, his legacy stayed with us until this day. Ibrahim al-Hamdi, his humble demeanor, his great statesmanship, his love for Yemen that he gave his life for, made us all remember and cherish his memory. And I am proud that we are now naming a street in the greatest city of the world here, in the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is no mean task. And because of this, I would like to thank everyone here who participated and made it possible. I want to thank the Yemeni community who made this possible, because that gives great honor, not just for Yemen, but also to the Arab world. So thank you very much for this. And I would be remiss of me if I don't give you and convey the greetings of President Rashad al-Alimi and his deputies and the foreign minister and expatriates who were working so hard from Aden to alleviate the suffering of Yemenis, to reinstate state institution after the coup, and also to at least and hopefully, God willing, have a straight path to sustainable peace in Yemen. I thank you very much, and may Allah bless you all in this day. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, so the next speaker that I want to invite up, the next guest speaker, he's a role model for the Yemeni community. He's a role model for me, and I've spoken to him numerous times where I say, you know what? You set a foundation for our community, and we're proud of you. Thank you very much for setting the foundation that has brought hundreds of thousands of Yemeni Americans to New York. So I'd like to invite Yama President Abdussalam Mubariz.
Thank you very much, Yahya. Thank you all for coming today for a special celebration. But before I start, saying my speech, I think in remembering Ibrahim al-Hamdi, we need to set up a moment of silence and also to read the Fatiha for this moment right now. Please, can you do so? على روح الزعيم الحمدي. نعم، أشكر كل من حضر، وأولاً أرحب بكل الحضور. أولاً السفير عبد الرحمن الحمدي، ولد المهندس نشوان الحمدي، ولد نشوان إسماعيل الحمدي. هؤلاء جاءوا من اليمن على أساس لليوم التاريخي. For this historical day that we are as Yemeni Americans in the Bronx, in New York City, the Big Apple, there is a street going to be named after Ibrahim al-Hamdi. I also want to welcome the Ambassador of Yemen, the Republic of Yemen in Washington, D.C., the Ambassador to the United States, Mohammed al-Hadrami. And I also want to welcome the permanent member of the UN, Abdullah Saadi. He's the representative of Yemen in the United Nations. And I also want to welcome all the politicians that came in today, and especially the Bronx politician. And I don't want to forget also the counselor that basically helped all Yemenis in New York and make him go through the bad times when we can't travel to Yemen. He makes everything very easy for us. Ali Ubadi. This is the person that served the community. And I also want to welcome my friend and the old ambassador to South Africa, Naguib al-Gaboubi, and all the politicians that came in today, the Borough president, the district attorney, the city council, all of them that came in over here today. I want to thank them for coming in today. But I want to just tell you one thing. There's one thing I want to talk about here today, and it's the important day about coming to the Bronx, to the square of Ibrahim al-Hamdi. A square of Ibrahim al-Hamdi is going to be history, not just for us or for everybody that, you know, that are here today, but for all the generations of Yemeni Americans that live in this borough, the great borough of the Bronx, that welcomed all the Yemenis and also named this area as the Little Yemen. How proud we are from the people that basically voted for it. I want to thank Yahya Ubaid for working so hard to make sure that this day happened today. Yes, we want to thank them all. We should thank people who really work hard for the community. It's not just that they do things and we don't thank them. There is one thing I need to say. A lot of you over here in America don't understand what's the time of Al-Hamdi was, but I had the opportunity as a Yemeni-American that grew up in New York City and Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, and I also used to come to the Bronx also. So it's not that I wasn't coming to the Bronx, I used to be here. But when I traveled to Yemen during the time of Ibrahim al-Hamdi and the country of freedom and justice, the United States of America that gave us freedom for all people that came to this country. I remember that I lived that time. I went to Yemen and I saw the president of Yemen, Ibrahim al-Hamdi, that basically was ruling in Yemen under the rule of the law, not under the tribal rules or the officers or the military rule. He's the only president that I basically saw. He want to transform Yemen from a country of tribes into a country that rules based on the rule of law and give the freedom for all Yemeni people. And this is why we don't have it today, because they assassinate him. Yes, they assassinate him. If he was living today, we would live in Yemen in better ways and better life in Yemeni people today. But they did not. So I want you to understand that history will always be here for Yemeni Americans in the Bronx, that America, the Bronx, New York City is the only city that commemorate Ibrahim al-Hamdi and put a square under his name. Aren't we so proud of it today? Should we be very proud? Why don't we yell? We are proud, yes. Thank all the officials. Thank all the city council people, the community board that basically voted for that. This is what we need to thank. The Bronx is the one that put a street under the name of our great leader, Ibrahim al-Hamdi. And this is the importance of why it happened, because of our community work, our people trying to work, and the participation to vote, to elect the right officials to the right offices that will help our community thrive and live in this country just like any other community. We need every one of you to register to vote. Very important. This is why politicians, they come in and see, because they want you to vote, and we want you to do that. This is how we're gonna bring our community. Our community is gonna stay here forever. Remember, it's not the time that we're gonna come over here just to make money and go back to Yemen. No, this is our country. We live in America. Our children live in America, and we want them to be a participant in this great country, the United States of America. Thank you very much, all of you, and I appreciate that.
I want to now invite up Councilman Oswald Feliz, who is the councilman for this area where the street naming will be taking place. It is his advocacy and the advocacy of his predecessor, Mark Jonai, who fought really hard to make this an opportunity for our community to have a street named behind it, as well as Richie Torres, who was also city councilman back then. So I want to thank him. He's now going to come up and say a few words. Councilman Oswald Feliz.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I am Council Member Oswald Feliz, and I want to start by congratulating the Little Yemen community right here in the Bronx for everything you've accomplished. Everywhere I go, I see one thing: success. I see so many members of our community becoming small business owners. I see our young children becoming professionals, doctors, and lawyers. And recently, this community scored another historical victory, including the election of our good friend Yahe, the chair of Community Board 11. Let's give him a big round of applause. And that is exactly what this community is about. It's about progress. It's about hard work. It's about giving back to the community. So today is a historical day, and I'm really honored and privileged to join all of you in celebrating this. And also many important accomplishments, but we did not get here alone. We got it through the hard work and the dedication of previous generations, including military commander and also President Ibrahim Al-Hamdi. A leader, a hero, who fought for what everybody deserves, including equality for everyone, including liberty for everyone, and also freedom. So I want to congratulate all of you. Congratulations, Little Yemen, right here in the Bronx. I'm really proud and honored and privileged to join all of you celebrating this historical day. Thank you so much.
And I want to bring him up, Mani, the president of the Al-Shaib community. Mani is coming up to speak on behalf of Al-Shaib community. Please come up. Just reminder, 1 minute or less. دقيقة أو أقل من دقيقة، لأن قد إحنا تعبانين شوية.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين محمد بن عبد الله الصادق الأمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اسمحوا لي بأن نرحب بالأخوة الضيوف المهندس نشوان إبراهيم الحمدي والسفير عبد الرحمن الحمدي والمهندس إسماعيل نشوان والسفير محمد الحضرمي والسفير عبد الله السعدي والقنصل علي عباد. أيها الأخوة والأخوات الحاضرون جميعا، يسعدني باسم جمعية أبناء الشعيب في مدينة نيويورك المشاركة في هذا الحفل الكبير المكرس لإعلان مدينة نيويورك تسمية إحدى شوارعها باسم الشهيد المناضل البطل إبراهيم الحمدي، الرئيس الأسبق للجمهورية العربية اليمنية، الذي طالت أيادي الغدر والخيانة وطالت معه أخاه الشهيد عبد الله الحمدي قائد قوات الصاعقة الأسبق. إن تسمية إحدى شوارع نيويورك باسم الشهيد إبراهيم الحمدي بعد جهود مشكورة لعدد من الشخصيات الوطنية وعلى رأسهم الكابتن يحيى عبيد، يمثل لفتة كريمة وعرفان ووفاء للشهيد الحمدي الذي جسد في كل حياته المثال الصادق للوطن الثائر، وبرز كقائد المغوار وكزعيم يقود الجمهورية العربية اليمنية من وضعها المتخلف إلى رحاب التقدم والنماء، وشكلت فترة قيادته للبلاد منعطفا تاريخيا ووطنيا وتنمويا مشهودا له كرائد لنهضتنا وتقدمنا لنهضتها وتقدمها. والمتأمل في التاريخ لن يجد زعيما أو قائدا حرص على نهضة البلاد مثله لا قبله ولا بعده. وهذا التفرد في الزعامة والإخلاص للوطن هو ما جعل الشهيد إبراهيم الحمدي يحظى بحب الشاب وبهذه المكانة في عقول وجدان الناس، واستحق التسيد على عرش الزعامة الوطني النادرة في تاريخ اليمن. وما هذا التكريم اليوم إلا واحد من آيات المحبة والوفاء والاعتراف بدوره التاريخي المميز. وإن كنا اليوم نجد أن أمريكا تكرم الشهيد إبراهيم الحمدي ونحتفل بهذا التكريم بعيدا عن بلاده، فإن هذا يجعلنا من هنا نناشد مجلس القيادة الرئاسي وكل الشرفاء بأن يعيدوا الاعتبار لهذا القائد التاريخي وتكريمه في بلاده بما يليق بدوره ومكانته الوطنية والتاريخية الكبيرة، وإحياء مآثره وتجربته التنموية وما خطأ في تأسيس العلاقات الاجتماعية وإدارة الدولة، كونه قائد ترك لنا تراث سياسي مهم لا يجب إعفاؤه أبدا. وفي هذه المناسبة نقف إجلالا وترحما لروح الشهيد المناضل البطل إبراهيم الحمدي وكل الشهداء، سائلين الله أن يتغمدهم برحمته وواسع غفرانه. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Okay, so now I would love to invite up my dear sister, Councilwoman Marjorie Velasquez, who is also a councilwoman here in the Bronx and a diehard fan of the Yemeni-American community, always there, always supporting, and is the best Parrot dancer in the Bronx.
Good afternoon, Little Yemen. How are you? I think you remember me from last time at the small business rally that we had for our community, and we had a great dance. So what they said, 1 minute, let's get to dancing, y'all. Come on, let's celebrate today, not only the culture, the rich nation, but also President Al-Mahdi. Thank you, let's dance.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أبناء الجالية اليمنية المتواجدين في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية في ولاية نيويورك، باسمي وباسمكم وباسم الجمهورية اليمنية وباسم الشعب اليمني، أتقدم أنا أبو عماد بخالص التحية والترحيب بابن الشهيد القائد نشوان إبراهيم محمد الحمدي. كما يطيب لي أنا شخصيا أبو عماد أن أتقدم بخالص الشكر والتقية والتحية والتقدير باسمي وباسمكم للأخ العزيز يحيى عبيد ولأعضاء الجالية اليمنية على رأسهم الأخ العزيز عبد السلام مبارز. وفي مناسبة افتتاح شارع إبراهيم محمد الحمدي، طبعا هذا يعتبر إنجاز عظيم من الأخ من الأخ العزيز يحيى عبيد ومن الأخ العزيز عبد السلام مبارز. هذا إنجاز عظيم، وعلى الأقل تركنا بصمة تاريخية للحياة أن يكون الشهيد إبراهيم محمد الحمدي موجود في داخل قلوبنا. وإن شاء الله تعالى يجب أن يكون هناك تكريم أيضا لعلي عبد الله صالح في المستقبل. تحياتي لكم.
I want to invite the person who has helped me throughout the whole process, one of the biggest supporters, not just to the Yemeni residents, the Yemeni community, but the Yemeni-American businesses. I'd like to invite my good friend, former Councilman Mark Jonai.
Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Can someone tell me where are we? Little Yemeni. Where are we? Where are we? Well, I tell you what, it doesn't look so little from up here. This looks like big Yemeni. It's a proud day. It's a proud day not only for the Yemeni community, but it's a proud day for New Yorkers and Americans, where we embrace the Yemeni community, where we embrace you for your successes, your hardships, and your contributions to our community and our country. So when I call your community the Yemeni-American community, does that make you proud? You are what? The Yemeni? 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 Well, they're hearing your voices back home in Yemeni, and you're giving them hope. And inshallah, that war, that crisis, and that pain will end soon, and we can begin the hard recovery of peacefully recovery for the country and the people of Yemeni. So God bless Yemeni community, God bless the country of Yemeni, and God bless America. And let's give a round of applause to my brother, Yahe. Yahe is your voice in this community and for the Yemeni community. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you for your amazing support, your comments, and your solidarity and always being there for our community. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Assemblywoman Natalia Fernandez, who has been a staunch supporter of our community. If there is an event, a Yemeni event in Brooklyn, Natalia's there. If there's an event in Queens, Natalia's there. Natalia makes sure that she represents our communities and she shows up and is there with us in solidarity. So without further ado, Assemblywoman Natalia Fernandez.
Thank you. And when there's a Yemen event in the Bronx, I'm there too. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Sunday. How are we feeling? We feel good? We feel proud? Yes, we should be proud of this community because the Yemen community, Little Yemen in the Bronx, is an example, a star example of how this country welcomes, embraces, and gives all the opportunity to every single person that is here. This community has shown me strength, love, and success. I love to brag that Little Yemen is one of the fastest growing communities economically in New York City. And now we have a staple of democracy in President Ibrahim Al-Hamdi. He is a symbol of what we are striving to do here in America and all over the world. And together, with our values, with our determination, we can make that happen. So celebrate today because this is a monumentous moment. But tomorrow, get registered to vote. Make sure you're paying attention to what is going on and speak your truth, speak your value, speak to the leaders that are representing you to let them know what you want to see. And we have great leaders here because they have delivered for what we are needing. So I thank everyone here, and don't forget future leaders to come here in the Bronx. Friends like Miguelina Camilo, right here looking out for Little Yemen, and friends like our Borough President Vanessa Gibson, council members Oswald Feliz and Marjorie Velasquez, former member Mark Jonai, and myself, Natalia Fernandez. It's always an honor and a pleasure. Stay strong, keep celebrating, keep growing. Thank you.
All right, so one of the community members that's really involved, and I like working with her. You see her at every community event, religious and non-religious event. I'd like to invite District Leader Irene Estrada.
Hello, how are you? God bless you. I come here with good tidings. Good tidings is great news. Sometimes you're looking for hope. You're looking for hope because we're going through so many crises in America. Crisis at home, crisis in the Bronx, crisis in Yemen. But you don't need to look too far. Take a look at your neighbor. Take a look at yourselves in the mirror because you are the hope. You are the light of the world. You are the hope for your children. You are the hope for your neighbors. You are the hope for the Yemen, Little Yemen, Big Yemen. I have the privilege to be a minister. I am a minister for the council clergy of the 49th precinct, and I work very close with Sheikh Hamoud. Sheikh Hamoud and me are always together. And I want to let you know that him as a religious leader and him who has opened the mosque, he always brings unity. When you walk into these streets, you bring unity. I only bring you one word that I want you to remember today. The accomplishments that this man, Habib, has done, has left a legacy in your life to carry that particular torch. You need to carry that same torch, that same fire, that same passion, the compassion that he had for one another. Let us remain humble, but at the same time, let us go and conquer the world and accomplish great things. My name is Irene Estrada, your 80th District Leader, and I am the 49th Precinct Council clergy as well. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Irene. Thank you for reminding us that we stand on the shoulders of giants, and one of those giants in our community is Sheikh Dr. Hamoud Al-Salawi. Jazakallah khair for all of his work and contributions to our Yemeni-American community. So without further ado, I'm going to call him up to speak. Please help me welcome Dr. Sheikh Hamoud Al-Salawi. Jazakallah khair.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين. أما بعد, we'd like to welcome all of you. جزاكم الله خير for coming for this special event, and we have to say رحم الله الشهيد إبراهيم الحمدي. قل آمين. رحم الله الشهيد إبراهيم الحمدي. آمين. نعم. and إدارة مسجد Bronx Muslim Center and all the staff and the vice president of the masjid Yahya Ubaid. We'd like to welcome all of you inshallah for this special event. Ibrahim Al-Hamdi Rahmatullah alayhi passed away, and he will have some impact for his life in the society and every one of us. إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم. الأثر الطيب الذي يتركه الإنسان من ورائه في حياته. Ibrahim Al-Hamdi passed away, but he made some impact in our life. Every Yemeni say رحم الله إبراهيم الحمدي. رحم الله إبراهيم الحمدي. رحم الله إبراهيم الحمدي. We'd like to thank all of you. جزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
So earlier it was mentioned that I'm going to become the chairman of Community Board 11. I'd like to introduce the next speaker, Al D'Angelo, who's been a role model for me, a supporter of the Yemeni community, always here. When I do the Yemeni-American Day Parade, he's here. When he does the Columbus Day Parade, I'm there. And that's how we work. Community, we work together. Al D'Angelo.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. You have a beautiful day. A little warm, but a beautiful day. I want to thank Yahe. I want to thank the Yemenis community. I want to thank you for being good neighbors. Many of your members are on our patrol. I'm also president of the Morris Park Association. I see some of the guys working security here. It's a melting pot. Our country is a melting pot, and you epitomize that perfectly. You came into this neighborhood and you spread out. You became neighbors, you became friends, and that's the important part of America. That's what America brings. We come from all different walks of life, all different countries. We speak different languages. We have different religions, but we all have one thing in common. We are brothers under the American flag. I'm glad you're all here. Congratulations to the Yemenis community, and I call you my brothers because you are. Have a great day.
إذن بندعي إن شاء الله أبو أحمد. أهلا وسهلا.
Assalamu alaikum. Where are you guys? In Little Yemen. نحن هنا في اليمن الصغرى. يعني اسم تاريخي. رحم الله الشهيد الحمدي. يا جماعة هنا الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية لا تخلد إلا العظماء. فالشهيد الحمدي رجل تاريخي ورجل عظيم. الخونة لا يخلدوا في هذا الوطن. الشهيد الحمدي كان رئيس حر ورئيس يريد بناء اليمن الحديث، بناء الجمهورية اليمنية الحديثة، ولكن اغتيل باكرا. ولكن سيظل الشهيد الحمدي في قلوب ملايين اليمنيين. رحم الله الشهيد الحمدي. تحية إجلال لأخو الشهيد الحمدي عبد الرحمن، ولد الشهيد الحمدي نشوان الحمدي. تحية لكم أيها اليمنيون يا من ترفعوا الرأس. شكرا لكم بحجم السماء الذي لبيتم النداء وحضرتم إلى هنا، تركتم أعمالكم. شكرا لمن أتى من شيكاغو ومن كاليفورنيا ومن كارولاينا ومن مناطق بعيدة. شكرا لكم، وهذا هو يومكم سيخلدها التاريخ إن شاء الله. دقائق أو بعد قليل سترفع الستار عن شارع الحمدي وستذكرنا الأجيال إن شاء الله إلى أبد الأبدين. أنتم في مدينة نيويورك، أكبر المدن الأمريكية وقلب نيويورك النابض وبوابة أمريكا. هنا مطار JFK، بوابة أمريكا الوحيد. تحية لكم أيها اليمنيون، سطرتم التاريخ. God bless America. God bless America. God bless Yemen. Shoulder to shoulder we build America, and inshallah Yemen inshallah together. تحياتي لكم. We love you all.